I know that I 99% of the time am doing a hip hop album review, but I always I think I want to have the tendency, to expand my listening ears and go into other genres a little bit. I kind of did that with Shabuzi, and I know I've done that again, but I don't remember what the album was. In fact, maybe I haven't done it again and I'm just stupid. Excuse me, but excuse me again. Short and Sweet is this new Sabrina Carpenter album, and I actually hadn't heard a single Sabrina Carpenter song since this, or before this, I mean. And the only reason I really seen it is because I was seeing how popular she was getting, and I just kind of wanted to test out her sound. But I really wanted to start listening to it whenever I realized that it was competing with Days Before Rodeo for a number one spot, which I feel like people are trying to use it against her, that she's having to compete with a mixtape that released 10 years ago. However, I don't think people necessarily are realizing that this re-release of a mixtape is probably going to sell about 300,000 copies first week, which is unheard of. I'm assuming there's no way that's not record breaking. I'm just going to assume that has to break a record. That's insanity. And does that mean it sold, like, it could have sold not much under Utopia, and that was a very highly built up album, that had a lot of anticipation. But this isn't a Days Before Rodeo review, even though I do want to do one of those. I surprisingly really like this album. I mean, it's short and sweet, as the album name suggests. It's only 12 songs, which actually really surprised me. Usually when musical, what would I call this, I guess a pop star, when they make an album like this, they're usually far between, and they're kind of longer because you have to wait a few years before you hear more from them, which I'm usually okay with, and also that leads to them going number one on the charts for a few weeks. But this, it's only got 12 songs. I don't know. I haven't heard. I know for a fact she released at least one digital deluxe that also had a bonus track on it. However, I haven't heard that bonus track, so I'm not going to include it because I think I know why they're doing it. They're competing for the number one, but I hate the fact that there's exclusive songs that you have to pay for. I completely understand it, but it's a little annoying. It's just a little annoying. I get, artists should hold their own rights, and that it used to, there before streaming services, that's literally what you had to do. You had to go pay for a song before you could hear it. I understand that, but it's just a little annoying, but it's fine. It's whatever. I really like this album, surprisingly. I really like Sabrina's singing and melodies. I think her voice sounds great. It's very, I'm not going to call it unique, but I like it, it does a really great job at making me feel sad or making me feel happy. Espresso makes me feel good. I love Espresso. It's a very good song. But then Please, Please, Please kind of has a different vibe to it. Excuse me, that's kind of like the other side, of the coin, and I like it a lot. I like how this album kind of has me going back and forth with those feelings. That does kind of lead to the only real problem I have with it, that it doesn't feel like it's about anything. I mean, it is. It's about breakups, obviously, and you can tell that it's not subtle with the lyrics at all. But it doesn't have to be. I'm not saying that that's not a bad thing, that it's not subtle about it at all. I kind of like that it's out loud about it. It's not subtle. You don't need to think about it too hard. This is breakup music. It definitely sounds this is kind of the same thing. It definitely sounds like white girl music. However, that doesn't mean I can't enjoy it. That doesn't mean I can't really like it. And that doesn't mean it's not going to have its redeeming qualities. It's very sonically pleasing. Her voice and the production on every song sounds great. It's very sonically pleasing. A lot of catchy parts I'm working late because I'm a singer. I'm not going to go all out and sing it, but that's so catchy. Or Espresso has been stuck in my head all day. Or Please, 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 again, stuck in my head, It's the perfect length, 12 songs. That's great. I kind of expected a 20 song behemoth. But 12, that's nice. I like that. And, Where was I about to say after that? Oh my god. Oh, the songs never sound too long. I don't think any of the songs are over 3. Actually, yeah, there's one that's might be over 3.5 minutes, but I like that song anyway. you know, I love "Don't Smile." I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. "Don't Smile." I love the theme of that song. That the whole idea that don't be sad, it's over, be happy it happened. That's like stupid, which I kind of I get that. I've always thought that. I think that's so dumb. I should be able to be sad that it's over. Why can't it just keep on going? You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously what she's talking about is a relationship, and I'm in the same boat. If I wasn't in my current relationship, I'm not gonna be happy it happened. I'm gonna be sad that it's over, and sad that I don't think it'll ever happen again. That's a crazy thought. That makes me emotional. But just there's a lot to love. There's a lot to like about this album. So whenever I say it's an 8 out of 10, I almost sound like I'm not living up to how much praise I'm giving it. It kind of loses some replayability because I don't listen to music like this on the regular. I don't listen to this genre. So whenever I'm looking at my playlist, I'm probably not going to click on these. That kind of loses some points because, obviously I'm going to enjoy an album that I feel like I can replay a little bit more, and I can see myself coming back to. But for the experience, for the experience that the song gives, and for the niche that it gives for me personally, I think an 8 out of 10 gives it right. I really like this album. I do. I really like it. If you made it to the end of this video, I have a Patreon that if you want to show support to this channel, you can pay as little as $1.50 a month for shoutouts and videos and early access to them. And if you purchase any of the other above tiers, you can also get their following benefits. And if you go as much as $20 a month, you can get a free Fatal K t-shirt every single month, as well as obviously the previous benefits. Subscribe while you're down there and like and comment too.